What's up, everybody? My name is Todd Don. I am the co-founder of Platformz. We are a mobile app that allows you to search and stream for music from multiple sites and play them in one location. We're here today to talk a little bit about streaming and some of the realities that people skip over when they tend to do think pieces on the industry so far. The first thing I want to put out there is streaming is not the enemy. Streaming is probably the best thing that has ever happened for independent musicians. Let's be honest, there never was a point in time when musicians made tens of millions of dollars from album sales. So it's not like there was a grand old day of music when you could make $8, $9, $10 a CD like you can today and sell millions of them. It was always about the brand, it was always about the experience that people got and the identity they received by interacting with you and your music. The second thing we really need to talk about is people have always wanted free music. When I was younger, we'd sit by the radio with a tape deck and tape things off the radio. DJs would actually make mixed tapes on tapes. There was constantly ways to get music for free. There was a point in time when the music industry tried to take away the ability to record on tape because they thought it was costing them money. So consumers have always wanted access to music without having to pay for it. And given that we are in a consumption-based market, what the consumers want, they're ultimately going to get. But that doesn't mean that we can't make a living, it just means that we have to be smart in how we make a living. The streaming services are a marketing tool. They're not a revenue source. Nobody's getting rich off of these things. Before the major labels bought into SoundCloud, they were hemorrhaging over $20 million a month to provide an infrastructure for you to get fans and engagements. So we're gonna try and talk about a little bit of ways you can understand how you get paid from these sites, and one of which is information. The most important thing you can have in this world isn't a nickel for somebody playing your song, it's the name of the person who played the song. Because then you can reach out to them, find out what they want, and therefore fulfill their needs to find identity through you and in turn make money from them. Again, it's not about selling music. It's never been about selling music. It's about creating a brand that people want to sit down and engage with, and in turn finding ways to monetize those engagements. You can do meet and greets, t-shirts, Skype phone calls. There's a bajillion ways that people will give artists money. You have to give them a reason to first. Put in the work, get your brand together, and make people want to engage with you. Use streaming for what it's there for. Before streaming, when we put records out in the 80s and 90s, it cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to get your music in multiple countries. Japan, Europe, all that stuff was crazy. Nowadays, you can literally put it on a streaming site, reach out to people through social media, and create fans anywhere in the world, and then gather the information as to who they are and talk directly to them so that you can understand what they want from you. Never, ever in the history of music have we been able to do that before. That is the power that labels always held, and that is why labels were extremely anti-streaming for a very, very, very long time. Just remember, streaming is a tool, just like everything else. You can put it in your arsenal as a bullet in your gun and fire it when you need to make sure that you can get the best bang for your buck when you're doing things with your music. So keep in tune with us if you'd like to learn some more about streaming. Every couple weeks we're going to put a new video out giving you a little bit more information about how you as an artist can take your brand and the information and tools that streaming gives you and create infinite revenue streams. Look for us on Platformz Music, that's Platformz with a Z, platformzmusic.com. We're on social media all over at Platformz Music, and definitely grab the app. We're on iOS and Android under Platformz. Thank you very much. Again, this is Todd Don, and we will get back at you soon with more information.